exactly what I said the last time I was here, and there's a bunch of people that weren't here, so the girls, Dave Thomas was a fantastic guy. I mean, his spirit will live in it's in this whole restaurant, this whole business, there's no question about it. And I'm glad to see the Teeters here today. They're great people as well. Gordon, great leader, great quarterback. He went to Purdue, but we never held that against him. I met Dave, I guess, in like around 1977, and he was very supportive of me. I was 24, 25 years old, and I wanted to run for the government, and he encouraged me, and he said, you need to go down and see my great friend, Len Imke. And Len Imke ran a great auto sales company down off of Broad Street. And Len had these mechanics and sold the cars as a salesman and all that. And he asked Dave if the guys would go to lunch, and he said, Dave, can you help us out here? That was the first Wendy's, right across from Len Imke's car dealership. I went down to see Len, and I don't know, ladies and girls, if you must remember the showroom down there. They had a fountain that was there on the floor, And the funny thing about the fountain is it didn't have a fountain. It was just water sitting in a pool, and it was sort of below the surface, but it was pretty. And so I went in to see Len, and I said, Dave Thomas told me to come and see you, and he's helping me. And Len says, well, I'll help you too. And he wrote me some check, which at the time was one of the biggest I ever received, and I was pretty excited. And I walked out of Len's office, and I was headed to the door, and I forgot about the fountain. So I walked into the fountain, and I got about halfway into the fountain, and the water was, like up over my ankles. And I got about halfway through, and I thought, well, do I turn around and walk out? Turn around and, go the other way? Hell no. I just walked straight through the fountain like nothing had ever happened. And I put my hand on the door, and all the salesmen cheered as I went out. And I called David. He had the greatest laugh about that. I said the last time I was here that it's pretty amazing. I've been telling Mark Kwame with Jobs Ohio, who've done such a great job here of making sure we carve out the help that a company needs without giving away the store. I never would have thought in 1977 when I met Dave that, 77, that'd be 23, that's 35, 34 years later. I would be in some way helping to bring Wendy's back to Columbus. And this is where Wendy's always should be. I mean, this is the home. This is the spiritual home of the hamburger and the Frosty and the chili, right? This is it. This is where it all was. The people that worked around Dave, I mean, the franchise owners, I mean, they just absolutely loved him, and they still do. And you meet any of these franchise owners who knew Dave well, I mean, it's not a day goes by that when I'm with them that we don't talk about some great story about Dave. And it's just something that if you haven't been here from the beginning, you cannot quite understand, but it is terrific. When we started to help this company, there were about 50 employees coming here, but we knew at the time, and I predicted it, we were going to get more. We were going to get back office operations, and we were going to be consolidated here. So sometimes when we help early, we know there'll be growth. And so now we're really 223 families that are stronger, and we're bringing those folks from Georgia, okay? And that's really important because they need to start looking for Ohio State and help the University of Georgia, and I'm sure they will. I'm glad Emil is back. The great thing about having Emil here is that he's part of Wendy's. He was here in the great era of Jim Neer, who was a former CEO and president, and in the era of Gordon Teeter. So he's got that Wendy's culture in him, and I'm thrilled that he's back to Ohio from California, and out of the land of the wackadoodles and back here where the Buckeyes have common sense. And just a word to all of you. You know, and Wendy's here, we reach agreement with them, but we're partners forever. This is not like a one-time deal and then we're done. We're here to help the people in our state of Ohio. I'm really pleased that we are now, since January of 2011, we are up a net growth of 94,000 jobs in our state. And our unemployment continues to go down, even as the national unemployment goes up. And what we're attempting to do, Emil, is to make sure that people are comfortable and confident that when they come to Ohio, that they're going to have a comfortable environment where people can create jobs and invest and take risks. And that's exactly what we are all about. And the reason why it's so important is, you know, as a public official, people want to just talk, you know, the reason I care so much about jobs is we all know that when people work, the marriage is stronger. When people work, the children are better off. And that's what it's all about. We have better communities and better schools, better families, stronger children. I mean, that's what it's really all about. So to me, it's the great moral purpose. And when people in America argue what's the moral issue or that, to me, there's one moral issue that supersedes everything else, and that is that people have a chance to work and to realize their God-given destinies. That, to me, is what it's all about. And we have a long way to go in Ohio, but because of companies like Wendy's, because of the work of Jobs Ohio and other people that are in the administration, and with our local friends here, with the city of Dublin, they're very, very far-sighted. They think a lot about what they can do to be business-friendly as well. Teamwork is working in Ohio. So we've got to make sure that the teamwork works inside of Wendy's. I know we eclipsed Burger King. There's a lot. I saw it on the front page of USA Today, and I knew it must be true. So congratulations on that. But let's all put our shoulder to the wheel and make sure that we're putting out that quality product. Be proud of the legacy of Wendy's and the charitable giving that they do, and it's a new start for many people who have now moved here, and we think you're going to be very, very comfortable and very happy. So, Emil, thank you for you and the management team that made this decision, and there's nothing but blue skies and sunshine ahead. Thank you all very much.